Hello guys. So, yeah, I made a microbake game, so I'm gonna show you how it works. So, you go here, it's called Random Live 3 1.3 because I made multiple versions. Basically, there's this little light square, and every 2 seconds, these lighter squares appear, and you want to avoid them. And if you do, you're good. And every 2 seconds it basically checks if you touched it, and if you did, it shows the game over. But also every 2 seconds it gives you a score. The score goes up by 1. So in this case, I had a score of 7. Let's do that again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I can touch it even though I was under it. See, I can touch it, but now it's N because there's no available spots. And yeah, that's pretty much really all I have to explain. I'll show you the code, and I'm gonna say you can play this, just give me credit. If you record a video on this, just give me credit. And I'm also planning on doing a leaderboard for this. And yeah. One problem I, for some reason, cannot do, so you guys are gonna hear. So let me just mute the. Oops, I accidentally muted my mic. Oops. There you go. Desktop audio. That should work. So, anyways, you go to blocks. So the first thing is the on the start. Well, the obvious. When you press A, it's called move left, and basically what it does, I don't know why it's reversed. The main character Bob, that's his actual name, changes his X position by -1. Basically what that means is he moves the left 1 unit. Because since A is on left, same thing for B, but it's for right. Now what happens? Each of those evil things are created as their own sprite, and then Bob's obviously created, and he has his own separate X value. He has his Y value, which is obviously at 4, because that's the bottom. And then it's a random 0 through 4, because random X value, just a different position on the 4th floor, just why not? And then, since there are no colors in this game, the colors to program on the microbit, the only way to distinguish between things is either to remember each position before a transition, or have a different brightness. So I set Bob at a lower brightness. And then I think what I'm going to explain first is the music. Music just plays until it's game over, and I'm going to explain that later. So, again, like I said, it starts off normal, then every 2 seconds, first it checks if I'm touching anything. Am I touching anything? Am I touching any of the evils? And if I'm not, then it changes my score by 1. And then it changes my S by 1 as a score. I'll explain that later. So then it sets the score to 1 through 5, because that's like the only thing, I just decided to use it. And then if score is equal to, let's say, 3, it moves the third thing down 4. So it moves it, instead of being there on top in its position, it's just the same X position but different Y position. And because yeah. And then, so when you do touch one, checks if it is game over, then it stops all sounds, then it sets the score to S. We just got a separate video tracking the score, and then it plays the game over music, which I really like. The only problem I saw is the fact that this plays. Put it there, because it should loop 999 times. But it doesn't. Don't know why. Probably because of the game over thing. It's the only thing. You hear a little of the main music before the game, when the game ends sometimes. So, hope I explained it. You just move. I guess I could add the audio back. There. The audio is back. So you just want to avoid those every 2 seconds. You can go on them, like here, but you just don't want to do it at every 2 second interval, or else, well, you die. And you just want to get the high score. It's called random live because you don't know how long you're going to live for. So let's say if you survive 10 score, then that would be, you would survive for like 20 seconds. And you just want to get the highest score here. So, see right here, now this is going to be random. 20% chances go down every time. There we go. So I obviously wanted to set the record here. Should be like 18 or something, I would say. I don't know. It's just an explanation video for people. 20. Ooh. It actually beat my high score by 1 on this version. My highest ever was like a 28. This is on a different version where you can go on the different ones, so it wasn't really fair. Well, you could move on the other ones, but yeah. Alright, 20. That's the game, guys. If you have any questions, comment on the community post where I have this video, or on the video. And I'll answer those questions right when I can. Alright. Bye!